following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
That bitch, even when I'm crying crazy, yeah, I got boy problems, that's the human in me. Bling bling, then I solve them, that's the goddess in me. You could've had a bad bitch, not committal. Help you with your career, just a little.
Hey everybody, welcome to SOFLO SASS, Monday edition with Barbie and Rambo, and we are starting to celebrate what?
St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day.
Now listen, Barbie made me wear the stupid fucking hat, okay? She brought all this stuff with her, okay? And I'm doing it to patronize her, okay? That's number one. And number two, I want to apologize about her intro song. I can't stand it, okay? I want it stricken from the record. But anyways, I'm doing this for her, okay? So this is the only time you see me, a fucking green hat looking like a leprechaun on crack.
Well, you are a leprechaun. Anyways, this is my favorite holiday of the year, I tell you.
We can tell.
Being a Polish-Irish girl from Chicago, like St. Patty's Day is my favorite holiday.
Yeah, for sure. And she's been so excited. She can't wait. She's celebrating St. Patty's Day early, okay?
That's why we're doing it here tonight.
Yeah, and I got to wear this stupid fucking hat. All right?
And that's why we're doing it here from Waxy's.
That's absolutely. So we're on Waxy's on 17th Street, okay? This is an old Irish pub. It's been here for what, since 1997? But the owner's old, not the pub. 1997 is an old, okay? The owner, Mark Waxy, he started this place. He's even got an Irish accent, okay? I mean, if he was shorter and had a green hat like me, you'd think he was a leprechaun. But anyways, go ahead, Barbara. Take it away.
A leprechaun. Yeah.
They got pots of gold. You got to find them.
Can I find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow?
I mean, you've been looking for it for a long time.
So anyways, Monday edition of SOFLO SASS. Rach, how was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was good.
What did you do? Did you do anything fun?
Oh, yeah. Partied a little bit. I had a few drinks.
Partied a little bit.
Party. I mean, define the definition of party. What did you have? Like a cake and like candles?
Oh, no. This was no child's birthday party. This was a full-on adult mosh.
Well, like swinger shit, like porn stuff?
No, I wouldn't go that far. No.
Like, you know, messing with your Roxy.
Not this time.
I've got to poke you with the stick because you're like the snake that bites.
How about you? How was your weekend?
Oh,
what did you do?
Fucked up. Okay, first of all, I got in at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was riding my motorcycle, my R1, and I had spring break down here. It is a fucking shit show lunatic festival, okay? And I mean, I just hope to God that I never ever have girl children, okay? And I hope that I never ever have to see what they do when I'm not around because it is so bad. And I mean, Fort Lauderdale Beach was absolutely packed. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, and listen, I'm older than fuck. I'm 50 years old, okay? But I got the motorcycle gear. I'm rolling out dirty, you know, and just chilling out, fucking dancing to music. I've got girls, spring break girls watching.
Okay, just ask how your weekend was.
Whatever. You want to know? Anyways, it was crazy. It was good. I got it at 5:30 in the morning, and I woke up on the couch. If that makes anything to you.
You should be proud of that.
I am. I enjoy it thoroughly.
Anyways, we are live here at Waxy's on Monday, celebrating early St. Patrick's Day. We'd like to welcome in the owner.
Mark, come on in.
Hey, folks.
Mark.
We're gonna move the leprechaun because we got a full scale one right here.
How you doing?
This is Mark Waxy. He is the owner of Waxy's Irish Pub. So when did you open? What's going on? When did you open up an Irish pub?
Actually, it was a long. I was down. I lived in New York at the time. I came down with my cousin to play golf one January. I think it was '97. It was, and we drove past here one night on 17th Street in Fort Lauderdale. and it's peeing rain, and we pulled in for a pint, and we looked for a bar, and we'd seen one around the border. We went into the old quarter deck, and it was packed, and we were like, woo! And so we then went into the raw bar across the road, it was packed. We said, this looks like a good area. So we drove around, and the next pub up was Dirty Harry's, and it's gone now.
I remember Dirty
Harry's, yeah.
I remember. Was that an Irish pub or was it?
No, it's Dirty Harry's.
It's dirty. It's
And
dirty.
it was back then, so that was our decision. Say this is a good spot, or whatever. That was,
Absolutely.
that's all the data we needed. And so eventually we leased the place and put a pub in here and opened that year, December 3rd, 97. So we've been here since, yeah. We didn't know that there was a big yachting community around here, and there was no pub for them, so we took off like a house of fire, and we've been here since. Now we've done remodeling 2 years ago. Changed with the time a little bit, the pub, but it's I can see it's all been good, and this is actually going to be our first Paddy's Day. And 2 years ago, we didn't get a permit. We missed it by 5 days.
Lord have mercy.
And last year we had COVID shut us down at 5 o'clock. So this is really going to be the first Paddy's Day in the new Waxy.
Very nice. That's what I like to
Nice,
hear.
nice. So, Mark, give everybody a shout out where you're located, and tell everybody what you're doing for St. Paddy's Day.
Yeah, we're just east of US 1 on the 17th Street Causeway as you go towards Port Everglades Cruise Port. We're on the north side of the street. This year we're having live music 5:30 to 9. We have an outdoor seating area with space. We're going to be serving all food and drink out there, as well as our open air patio and inside. We'll have a lot of the Pipers band coming through at 6:30 and 7:30.
You guys
Pipers?
you have no idea how cool the bag. You don't understand. You want like a spiritual, like awakening. Like
I
these guys
love
come in with kilts with
bagpipers.
bagpipes. They got kilts and they play like and they're blasting it.
Something similar.
It puts chills. It puts chills down your spine.
I'm going to throw up their website now, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Do the bagpipers wear underwear?
I'll ask the girls. I don't know.
Oh Lord have mercy. Again, the mind.
Here we are.
Yeah.
There's the website,
Yeah, again, the Barbie's mind turns to sex. It's like
That's our main
a
menu
twisted
for
thing.
the revelers at nighttime. The new Waxy.
Look at how beautiful that is, Jay.
Outdoor seating area, patio.
You guys, this is a cool Irish pub, okay? And I've eaten here several times, all right? And I've had nothing but good food here. The shepherd's pie is like sex for your mouth, once again. Yeah, I use that expression a lot, but it is what it is. And I have to represent.
Yeah, we've got the Black Velvet Band playing. Lots of good old traditional and upbeat Irish stuff. People want to hear. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be our first Paddy's Day where we go all out, whatever.
What time does it start?
8 a.m. Breakfast 8 to 10.
Oh,
8
so it's a
a.m.
full day party here.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
We
St.
heard
Paddy's
on
Day,
the
girl.
reservation for 8 around the corner. Murphy was in already.
Murphy.
John Murphy.
Yeah, John Murphy. A
Good for Lauderdale solicitor.
Good
A lawyer, they call him. over
Good
there.
Italian name, John
Yeah,
Murphy.
Okay, so he mentioned something. Well, you're the chef here. Well, let's talk about some of this food here.
Okay.
All right, pick one over, bring it over.
Yeah, what do we got here?
This is the one.
All right, you guys, let's roll. This is my department, okay? But he's going to explain it because he is the connoisseur of this delicious cuisine. Can you see that?
This is the plate. Okay.
That is a plate.
We got fingerling, red potatoes,
Carrots.
buttered carrots that are cooked in the brine of the corned beef.
Yum.
Okay, everybody, it's cooked in the brine of the corned beef. Okay, he's giving you a trade secret. Okay, it's cooked in the brine of the corned beef.
Corned beef, that's correct. Whatever. And now this is a corned beef brisket. Now we do a 5-day brine on our brisket. Okay. Now I'll tell you the secret.
Wait, you
It's
said
5 days. You put the
days?
brisket in for 5 days.
5 days. With
5 days.
Sugar, salt. We smoke the pickle and spice. You know that. You're the executive chef.
Yep.
And we'll leave it in there. And whatever runoff we got from the beer,
Yep.
it goes right into that corned beef.
Okay, the runoff from the beer, they stick it in the corned beef.
What
okay?
kind of beer? Guinness?
All of it.
Oh,
Okay. The Irish are crafty devils, okay? Back in the day, Ireland had a potato famine, okay? Because they don't have a lot of natural resources. So when they got that fungus or that mold in the potatoes, it killed everybody. And the bottom line is that when meat comes to the table, it's a real special occasion for the Irish, okay? Because it's so hard to get.
Here, I'll tell you, here's the secret. The Irish don't eat corned beef. We actually, this is the story here.
It's an American thing, then?
No, it's an American thing, like in New York. When the
Are you
Irish
kidding me?
I'm telling you, I wouldn't blarney you on Paddy's Day.
He's gonna
Blarney
he's
you. He's not gonna
blarneying me.
blarney you.
I'm getting fucking blarney by
I
this guy.
didn't want to use that word. Anyways, but the Irish could not get what they used for, they call bacon and cabbage, is the shoulder of the pig. And they would boil it, and they would throw the potatoes, the cabbage, and any other veg. They'd boil it all together. And that's what some of the older people you hear calling the corned beef and cabbage dinner, boiled dinner.
Boiled dinner.
So, and
Who knew?
now the corned beef brisket was actually a cheaper cut of meat. So the Irish went too flush when they first came over here. This is what they adopted meat for bacon and cabbage. So it became known as tradition of Patrick's Day, the corned beef and cabbage.
Okay, everybody, this is the right gentleman that I have the St. Patty's Day show talking about food. I couldn't have picked a better guy. Okay.
And you know what, Rambo?
Yes,
the
ma'am.
only time I eat corned beef is on
Paddy's Day. Patrick's Day.
St.
A lot of people
Patrick's
don't
Day.
like it. They think it's sacrilegious.
That's the only time.
But even over
Do we have
time,
some
actually.
silverware here?
You know,
Let me take this.
Yes,
I'm
let's
gonna get you
try
a
that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Excuse me. one second.
Let's try
You're
this.
excused.
But that's
Okay,
the
so
only time that I will eat this.
Okay.
And it's amazing.
Okay, whatever. I've never even had. I swear on my mother, I'm Italian. I'm French, and
thank you.
I've actually never had corned beef. Okay, this is a true story.
That looks so delicious.
We serve it with a cream parsley sauce.
It's a cream parsley. Okay, so look, check this out, you guys. See that right there? That is the cream parsley sauce. I'm a saucier. Oh, that is delicious. Okay, and
Hold it steady, Barbara wants to try it.
Go ahead.
Can't cut it. Can't cut it there.
well, taste the sauce first. What do you think? Yeah, you just don't really dive into it. You taste little bits of it.
Real Irish person uses the knife. You notice that. Jeez.
Mm.
Good.
Delicious. Gotta get a little potato.
All right, so this is how it works, gentlemen, ladies. Right? You got the brisket, okay, and then I can taste the cabbage, funky the cabbage
So
in it,
good.
with the cream sauce. It glides across your tongue, but you feel that stunky smell of the cabbage. You know, just like carnies, they smell like cabbage. They eat a lot of cabbage.
Look, guys.
It's actually super good. Like we're talking like 90s Rome on this stuff, okay? But I mean, it should be because he's Irish, okay? And if anybody can cook Irish stuff, you can, right? My wife can. I'm going in for another bite.
Okay, we gotta give kudos to the wife for this one.
Yeah. Hold on, let me grab the carrot.
How's the carrot, Rambo?
The carrots have a flavor to them, like a marinade. Like you did something to them beforehand.
We start boiling it and then we put them into the brine. We finish them in the brine.
That's what I'm getting at.
Corned beef.
That's what I'm tasting. Right? He takes the time to finish the carrots in the brine of the corned beef. Okay. Now you can taste the corned beef in the carrot.
Glisten.
Yeah, look at that.
I can see the fat that rendered
exactly.
inside of it's delicious.
And also, look at how you don't even need a knife to cut this corned beef.
Oh,
Look
it's-
at it. It falls right apart.
No, you could use a chopstick.
Look at that.
okay?
It falls right
Here,
apart.
let me show you
You can
guys.
save on
Look.
the washing and Paddy's Day, no knives.
Look,
Right?
look at look.
No,
look,
not
really.
look. So I can break it with my fingers. So it's absolutely. And this is mouthwatering. I'm actually really hungry right now. So I was drinking all night, hungover. I've been on coffee since, but this is fucking.
All right.
Well done.
Very, very,
Well
very
done.
good.
Well, I'm
Okay,
having fun.
So on St. Patrick's Day, when everybody comes here, you do have a limited menu.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not going to be the full-on menu
No.
that you have. It's going to be limited because you're going to be packed.
You're looking
What
at
is your capacity?
Patrick's Day?
Your capacity? Don't care. Everybody just
No,
come in.
no, but that's the reason that was after coming out of the COVID thing. We have about 20 tables going outside on the car park area.
Oh, they're doing outside
Facing
tables.
out, yeah, out there, and you always seen on the website picture of our
Patio, yeah.
We're still going to try and space everything out. We've had a lot of phone calls, so I think there's going to be a lot of interest in people just getting out and having a good time over the last year. So our capacity to answer your question is all the people are welcome. Once we're full, we're full.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Capacity is all the people that are welcome. When you're full, you're full.
Okay, well, and of course, this is going to be a staple on the menu because this is a
Oh, yeah.
traditional
Well, there's going to be a load of potato
St.
soup.
Patrick's.
Soup. We're going to have the Reuben, which is made with the same corned beef. It'll only be available at lunchtime.
Really good.
Reuben and soup, lunchtime. That's probably our biggest seller at lunchtime because the corned beef we do with the rye, the salmon with the pickled relish,
Yum.
sauerkraut relish,
Yum.
sauerkraut
Yum.
with the Swiss cheese. We'll have the shepherd's pie, which we're going to look at in a second.
Oh, okay. Let's pull the shepherd's pie out.
And the smoked salmon.
He's loving this.
Sorry. This is my first time I ever had corned beef. It's fucking good.
There you go.
So I mean, I don't know how to judge it, but I know it's absolutely delicious. I've never had other than corned beef.
Right.
All right, one more bite and we're done. And a carrot, good. It's like fusion. All right. Next.
All right, hold on.
Good.
Let's move this.
Well done.
Hold on.
Okay, I'll take it over.
We'll just hold it over here.
The shepherd's pie.
The shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Now you better not blarney me on
Is
this
this
one.
the fishing guy?
Hey, Norm, what's up, brother?
What gave it away?
Oh my God, we got Norm Beckoff here, the fishing champion of South Florida and Fort Lauderdale.
Let me try that corned beef.
Norm, come here. Yeah, taste that. Taste that corned beef.
Give him some silverware.
Silverware.
Yeah, try that. Okay, look at this.
Delicious.
Okay, what do we got here?
Delicious.
We got some mashed potatoes.
Yeah, this is shepherd's pie. Okay, I'm not a massive expert on shepherd's pie. I know what I know. However, I've got one here on site. This is the expert shepherd's pie, the Irishman. Norm, what do you think about that?
Amazing,
Isn't it
right?
Freaking good, dude.
That's corned beef.
Yeah. This guy's,
And how many days do you say you?
5 day brand.
they brand
5
that thing
days.
for 5 days,
5 days.
Beer.
With beer.
just like you do your ballyhoo.
Yeah.
Everybody look, 1 second. This is Norm. Norm's here. He popped in because he's local. Okay, he's right down the street. This is South Florida Sass. We're live with Norm Beckoff, finest kind charters. He's a bad man and he's pretty. It's true. I know that. You're legendary, dude. He's a legend. He's a South Florida fishing legend. So anyways, go ahead, Mark. Tell us more about the shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. This is probably the Waxy staple. Corned beef. Along beside the corned beef, it's
I can see that hot sauce. Rambo?
Yeah.
people come
Yes, sugar
miles
tits.
for this. That's how HP does.
So they come from miles for the shepherd's pie.
What do we do? Like we make it like from scratch, and sometimes the day it runs out. You got to wait the next day.
An HP sauce. This isn't a British.
British.
Yeah, it's a British.
You know what HP stands for?
What?
Look at the picture. And come on. That's the Tower. No.
That's Big Ben.
Parliament. House of Parliament.
I knew it's close. I said
Too
Parliament.
late.
Whatever, dude. I get HP sauce, right? So there's a reason for this.
All right, steak chop. It's actually British, but we like it on it. This is now the shepherd's pie. St. Patrick was a shepherd. All right, and then we all know the shepherd.
St. Patrick was a shepherd.
Yeah.
We love this. We love this Irish trivia.
We all know the shepherd and the sheep, right?
Mhm.
So we don't put the ground mint in it. That's a cottage. That's British or and maybe it's Welsh. I'm not too sure. But it's like Irish lamb stew. We use mutton.
Mutton, which is lamb.
It's lamb.
Okay.
Yeah, the cheap cut.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Just like the gyros I saw on board my boat. That's grass-fed lamb imported from Greece. It tastes gamey. It's got a venison taste.
Okay,
So you're telling me
I'm
about
talking about mutton and he's talking about grass-fed beef. However,
the lamb?
Oh, lamb.
Grass-fed lamb.
Oh, sorry.
Gyros.
Okay. Now this is my wife's recipe.
He says, "Oh my God!
No, I said holy crap.
Holy
Okay,
crap!"
all right, you guys, listen. Just don't listen to me. This is the food, okay? Norm,
I'm telling you, this stuff is ridiculous. If you don't get your butt down here to Waxy O'Connor
dude, I'm
right now
Yeah.
and get in on some of this, you're crazy.
Yeah, no,
This
for
is
real,
nuts.
for real. And I was watching Norm off camera, and I was like, I kind of looked at him. He took a bite of it, and he was like, it's true. And he's a big guy. He's not skinny. Never trust a skinny person telling you
That's
about
right.
food. Go ahead. Oh,
Okay, ready?
hold on, the shepherd's pie. I want to hear more about it before I taste it. I want to know about it. And that's a leg, isn't it? Yeah, guys.
No, actually, she buys in the cube lamb.
Get over here, dude.
No, actually,
Okay, she sears it like with onions, carrots, she a little bit of work or the herbs or whatever, and she browns the lamb, flour, a little bit of beef-based tomato sauce. I'm giving everybody the recipe, and she simmers it, whatever, skins all the fat off it, and when she has the reduction of the red wine, she lets it sit for
I can
maybe
taste
an hour
the
and a half
wine
to
in it.
2 hours, and we make it as homemade mashed potatoes, Kerry gold butter. Kerry gold, best butter in the world.
Good. I thought shepherd's pie was made with ground beef.
Yeah, that's what I thought
That's
too.
not true, that story.
Yeah, I know. No, I know. And I understand absolutely.
Okay, how
Norm,
many-
you got to try this.
How many
Tell me it's
shepherds
better
is
than
on
that.
a tent?
No, it's a fucking shepherd's pie
No,
with lamb.
I'm like,
she gave me some.
Oh, okay.
That's like the shepherd.
Fucking good.
I think she's been on Blarney Island.
All right. All right, guys. Seriously, the shepherd's pie here. It's got lamb. Okay, everybody has shepherd's pie with ground beef. Okay, I've never tasted my lamb with lamb. What it does, it gives you like a mouth-watering, like, because the lamb has like this fucking delicious fat in it, which is like a New York, just like a Delmonico steak. You know how it's marbled or a ribeye, okay? And it has the same, and lamb is so fatty, okay? And that's what makes it so tender and good, especially when you slow cook it in a shepherd's pie. So you mix it up with mashed potatoes. You have a couple peas in there, okay? This is the best shepherd's pie I've ever had in my entire life, okay? And hats off to you, and that's all there is to it.
And his wife.
And his wife.
Yeah, and his wife.
Okay.
All right. That's all we need to know about the shepherd. It tends sheep, right?
It's what?
The shepherd tends sheep.
The shepherd tends the
That's
sheep.
why it's the shepherd's pie.
Yep, and he's the sheep and she tends him, okay? And I'm sure you need it, okay?
Yeah, I need a shepherd.
With an occasional beating mixed into it.
Okay, whatever.
You want to buy it?
I had some.
Amazing. I own the J Sandbar food boat. I push food on you. I'm like a drug dealer, but with food. And this is absolutely fantastic. So what's next on the menu, Mark?
What do you got there?
Smoked salmon.
Oh, smoked salmon.
All right, so I already talked to Mark a little bit about this earlier, okay? And the bottom line is he had a very interesting ethnic story from Ireland about this, which is actually quite incredible, okay? So I want you to take it away and tell me all about it.
Oh, the salmon. The salmon in Irish mythology is known as the fish of wisdom. In folklore, there's a lot of stories about the salmon. It's held in high regard. It's known as the king of fish, actually, in Ireland. Can we do that? Yes. Okay. The story I had was Rambo was my uncle visited my mother up in Donegal, where I'm from.
You're from Donegal, that's in Ireland.
Northwest of Ireland, yeah. And there was a funeral, a local funeral. The mom went down, and the uncle went down and took a walk down to the
Cemetery.
the graveyard, yeah. And took a little bit of a back seat. And he started looking at the headstones and whatever. And he seen people born in the 1800s, living to 70, 80 years of age. And he started questioning this. And my brother was there at the funeral, and afterwards him and my brother had a yap about it. And he says, how come people were living to 80 years of age, born in the 1850s? He said it was unheard of at the turn of the century.
That's true.
And
this is absolutely true.
They thought the Ballyshannon used to be the biggest running salmon river, the Ern River, before they built the dam in 1948. And there was a staple diet of the people in the area. It wasn't good agricultural land. There was some sheep there, potatoes grown, turnips, veggies, cabbage, anything that was hardy was grown. So that was probably like the first Mediterranean diet. This isn't Blarney, this is telling you the truth. That's probably the first Mediterranean diet.
This isn't Blarney.
That salmon, it just shows you the oil in the fish, how good it was for the people.
The omega-3s.
It didn't need much Delmonico steaks or anything like that. The etmo was around it, and that was it. You know what I mean? Maybe a bit of sheep thrown in, but you got the shepherd's pie.
Here and there, yeah, a little bit of meat in it. So basically what he's saying is like back in the day, people lived longer from what he saw at the cemetery. Because when you look at the tombstones, everybody was like 80 years old. At the turn of the century, okay? Average life expectancy, if I remember correctly, was around 65, 50, you know? And this stuff kept them young. And Ireland is, Ireland isn't like, Nebraska. It's cold, okay, it rains.
But there's good golf there.
A lot of good golf.
Yeah?
Better pubs, but good golf.
Yeah.
And there's good drinking, too. There's good drinking because there's not much else to do.
Actually, that place is on my bucket list of one of the places to go to is Ireland.
Well,
I will never go to Ireland with you. You'll be drunk. I'll find you like staggering down the street with a broken high heel with puke in your hair, wearing shamrock beads around your neck.
Barbara put me on to Blarney Island. Whatever. We're going to hear this story?
Oh, you want to talk? Oh, okay. Mark. Yeah, growing up in Chicago girl.
It's on my bucket list.
Oh, yeah. Try that. Yeah, try that.
I want to hear about Blarney
Blarney
Island.
Island before you have the salmon.
But I will tell you about Chicago girl, Polish Irish girl from Chicago. Every St. Patrick's Day, we dye the River Green in downtown Chicago, and it's such a huge tradition.
Let me just fix this whole ensemble. Here, come on. We got to get you in character, Colin. Okay, this is your favorite time. This is like Christmas to me. There we go. Much better. See this? What do you think, Norm? See if you're a free take?
I think it's sexy.
You would. You're
Yeah,
a weirdo.
It is.
Yeah, last
You
year,
smell like fish.
a couple of years ago, I actually crashed the St. Patrick's Day parade in downtown Chicago and walked through with the bagpipers. I was so super excited.
What did you do now?
That was like that movie, The Fugitive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there was a pope on one of the floats, and you go like that. And so we were drinking green beer together. Anyways, growing up in Chicago too, there was an island outside of Chicago in suburbia called Blarney's Island. And the only way to get there was by boat. And when you get to Blarney's Island, all the girls had to do is take off their bras or their bikini tops, and they hung them all up from the ceilings.
Women are bad. Okay, they're so bad. So they take off their underwear. No guy would ever take his britches off and stick them on the ceiling. The girls are like, oh, let me take my underwear off and stick it on the ceiling.
Blarney's Island for you guys. All my girlfriends
I wish I was
contest
gay
that.
sometimes. Okay, it's so disturbing. With the minds.
All right, I'm gonna go stand on the other side of the table now.
I mean, just growing up in Chicago and being, an Irish girl and celebrating this every year has just been such a staple with me and my family. We got Norm here, and just
I need a bigger camera.
shepherd's pie, the corned beef and cabbage, all that stuff is such a great.
They're gonna try
Do you have mushy peas?
Oh, hold on a second.
Do you have mushy peas?
Mushy peas on the fish and chips. Yeah, on the fish and chips. This is homemade Guinness brown bread with white mix.
Your wife is amazing. What does your wife not do?
Cherry gold butter.
Yeah, this is the only butter I have in my house. Yeah, this is the only butter I keep in my house.
It's only butter. The rest of it isn't butter.
Okay, first of all, this is the best butter alive, and I buy it all the time.
This is the only butter
this
I
is
have
all
in my
I
house.
buy.
Yeah.
It's Irish butter, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It's got the thing on it, and it
Grass-fed
melts
cow.
in your mouth. Grass-fed cows. It's like my Euros at the Sandbar, grass-fed lamb. All right, so Norm, you're gonna try this too.
Yeah.
You're a fishmonger, and this is salmon. All right. So what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at red onions. I'm looking at capers. Okay. I'm looking.
A little bit of
Hold
kale.
on, the carrot.
The garnish.
That's
In-house.
right.
We make that in-house.
Took me a second.
Honey?
Took a second.
Yeah.
I bit into it. It took a second. The bread's an in-house bread. All right. So how you do it is you put the butter on the
Very old.
Yep. And then you grab this piece of salmon. All right. Now what I'm looking at here is I'm seeing capers and red onions on this thing.
A little bit on
And this is smoked salmon. Okay. It smells like a campfire. All right. This is like the Jewish staple of everything. All right. So basically, got to put some capers on to get the whole full effect. I wouldn't do the tomatoes because it would ruin the effect.
That was so good.
Come on here, guys.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna steal a piece of just the salmon. Just the salmon alone.
Come in, dude.
Okay? And the reason I want to do that,
We got Norm here.
is because this
Move
is
the mic.
Got to get close to the mic. Got to get to the
Man.
mic.
I'll tell you what,
Mm,
that's quality.
right? And Norm is a professional charter captain, finest kind of Fort Lauderdale. He knows his shit.
Let me tell you what. Here's the deal. Okay, with salmon, all right. With salmon, the biggest thing with salmon, anytime you get it, is two things. One is the quality is determined all about. It comes from where the fish is caught. Okay, in a lot of places, people fish for them in the rivers. And those fish are typically, unless they're just totally fresh in the river, those fish are pretty much not going to be your best eating quality fish because when they go up the rivers, they're focused solely on spawning
and dying.
Okay,
And dying.
and
He's
dying.
right.
That's right. Okay, so their quality isn't going to be altogether there unless they're totally fresh in the river. All right, and the other thing, of course, is how fresh are they when they get to your table? By the time you cook them or you smoke them. And I got to tell you something right now. That is a quality salmon. That's really, really good. That's really good. Yeah.
That's damn good quality.
Yeah.
And he's right about that. So basically, typically when you get plate salmon, okay, it's not a spawning fish, okay, but their insides start to break down, their meat starts to break down.
Right.
Okay? This is extremely thick and oily in omega-3s, okay, and the reason why it's so oily is because the salmon have to have that because they use that when they're spawning because they don't eat, okay.
Right.
When they're spawning, they don't eat. They're on a mission to have sex and die.
Now, Lake Run and Ocean Run salmon.
Whole different ball.
That's a different ball game. That's what I think those are.
Yep,
those are great.
I'd say this is Ocean Run salmon. From
Let Norm have another piece there.
Yeah, go for
I'll
it.
steal one.
Knock yourself out.
I mean, that's definitely that's great.
Never come between a fat man and his food. All right, but you can still taste the oil in it, so it's caught offshore. But it smells like a campfire, and when the capers do, the capers fuse it up and just pow back in your mouth. You know, look at this. Come here. So you got
And it's not over smoked. It's not too dry.
No, it's not. It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so then here you got the capers and the onions, and then you get that fusion grinder.
Yeah.
Lock it up,
Man, I mean that's good stuff.
It doesn't get any better.
Now, is this something that's typical? You can get thank you. It's right here at Waxy's. You can get it all the time, or is it just a special?
No, it's all the time.
So you can get it all the time. So you come into Waxy's and order the shepherd's pie, of course, the shepherd's pie. But this salmon here, I mean, if you're a fish lover, if you like salmon, this is. I'm telling you right now, this is good. It's top quality.
And the brown bread. That's wife
homemade
makes.
bread with the Irish butter. You got to understand, it's the extra things that make it. Okay.
Yep.
That his wife makes.
Yeah, that's the Irish butter. Okay, and there's a difference.
The Kerrygold, yeah.
So when you add this and everything together,
I would still be married if my wife ever made stuff like that.
right? I know you
She's a
but if you
keeper.
can make stuff like that, I'm here. Anyway, so that's a 10. You got a 10 on that one, dude.
Yeah.
A 6 is okay. 7 is great. 8 is awesome. You got a 10. I can.
And it's still daylight.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Okay, so
It's not boring.
let's talk about your clientele and stuff. Most of your clientele is
Cheers,
We have
Norm.
a pretty good local following in
Yeah.
the area. This is the time you see your local followings. It's like in the COVID, all we had was locals. And now we have nice to have the people back, friends and patrons.
okay, and people
And,
can do curbside
yeah.
pickup and still order.
As I said earlier, like we have a very good yacht following since we opened up or whatever. And a lot of them people, you see the faces, you haven't seen them for 4 years, 8 years, 6 years, and they come back into town and you see them. It's great. It's like you have friends from all over the world. You don't see them. And this weekend for the rugby, I've seen a handful of guys who used to drink in here as young guys, and they were like deckhands, engineers, back in the late 90s, and now they're all married with kids, but they're still coming.
God help them. We're a fucking bastard.
And they're still working on boats?
Oh yeah. The lucky ones. The lucky ones are back land-based, right?
Lord have mercy. Poor bastards. They should have stayed single and been cowboys. You know? Norm is divorced as well. Twice. He didn't learn the first time. He's going for his third time pretty soon.
No.
There's not going to be a third. Or you thought he was going to switch to dudes. Okay, not really.
No.
We gotta
No.
Norm's got to give a little quick shout out here how to reach him, the fishing update.
Brother, get front and center. Come here.
Yeah.
Come to daddy. Move up. Come on. Sit down.
All right, hey guys, if you want to do some fishing here in Fort Lauderdale, okay, you're down on vacation or you just want to get out, look me up. Finest Kind Sport Fishing on Facebook. You can give me a call, 954-629-0211. The fishing right now is pretty good. We had a pretty good run of sailfish here after that last run. It blew like hell. Some interesting things that happened also. We had some bluefin tunas that rolled through South Florida from Isla Mirada. Alex Adler caught one about 800 pounds.
They get 1,000 pounds.
Yep.
Wait a minute, how many pounds?
Yep. They'll get up to be 1,000 pounds or more. These are migrating fish. Alex caught one that was 800 pounds.
I saw the video. I saw it on Facebook.
Wasn't it
dude.
sick?
It's like
Wasn't that
fish
sick?
porn. It's like
It was
fish porn.
sick.
A bluefin tuna, when you catch one that big, okay, you go see the tuna shows on like the Discovery Channel. Do you know why they do this? Wicked tuna? Do you know why they do this? They commercial fish with rod and reel because an 800-pound tuna is worth $25 a pound. Do the arithmetic.
It can be.
Yeah, they can.
It can be.
Yeah.
One sold
$25
for a record in Japan for $100 a pound, a record. And they come in there with a glass test tube. These things are so valuable, these tuna, to the Japanese, because they use them in wagyu sushi, that they actually take the tuna, and as soon as it's caught, it's like you found like gold. Okay,
They call it blue gold.
it is blue gold.
That's why they call it.
They pack it. So you go fishing and you catch a fish worth 800 pounds, you get $20 a pound. So it's worth $16,000 going fishing.
Yep.
So then the Japanese come in, they use a test tube, they pack it in dry ice, they ship it in like coffin boxes by air. Okay, it's so valuable.
It's packed immediately as soon as it hits the dock.
Immediately to Japan, and then it hits the Japanese international fish market, and they all walk up with test tubes, and they stab it, and they pull it out, looks like a T-handle, and then they grade the sushi, and the bidding starts. It's an auction.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. And there were actually 2 caught right here in Fort Lauderdale, which is a very rare event.
That's rare.
Very,
So rare.
very, very
So they're
rare
like
event.
swimming up.
Yeah. Well, these were guys that were trying to catch sailfish, and they caught them with goggle eyes and the kites.
That's just
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. The wahoo bite is starting to materialize up to the north. If you guys have fast boats, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, go up north, run up north of Hillsborough, and you should be able to get them. But it's got to be there first thing in the morning.
Yeah, it's got to
Okay.
be day, but they call it first bite.
Yeah, by 8:30, 9 o'clock, it's done.
Yeah, you have to be out trolling as the sun is coming up before.
Right.
If you don't, you're late
You're done.
and you're not into
You're
it.
done.
Okay.
And if you're looking to tangle some tarpon, okay.
Now we're talking.
If you're looking to tangle with some tarpon, look up my boy Jeff Maggio, lunkerdog.com.
Yeah, we
okay,
gotta
I'm wearing his hat. I'm sporting the piss out of his hat.
So we're
okay, this is it right here. Okay, yep. All right.
I thought you were just being gangster.
No. Well, OG. But I'm telling you right now, the tarpons are starting up. It's all happening right now. Fish are mixed anywhere between 20 and 120 pounds.
Tarpon?
Yep, tarpon right now.
Tarpon get to be 180, 200, 250,
Oh, yeah.
250.
Yeah.
It's like hooking a refrigerator.
Yeah.
These things fight.
Yep,
They call
and
them
they jump
Silver
all over the
King.
place. Yep. So anyway, that's pretty much what's going on right now.
Well, thank you for the fishing update.
Yep, give me a holler. Find us Kind Sport Fishing on Facebook or call me 954-629-0211. I'm out.
Yep,
And look
yeah.
at how fabulous he is.
Yes, he is. Norm's a bad man. I've known him for years. He's one of my customers at the food boat. That's how I met him. And you should see his boat. It's like a Ricky Scarborough. What is it?
Ricky Scarborough.
Ricky Scarborough. I knew it. It looks like sex. It's like the boat comes up like this.
Dude, stay away from my boat.
It's a dude. When you're not around, dude, I've done bad things to your boat. I can't help myself. Anyways, so yeah, come to South Florida, you guys. Get in the water. Go with Norm. Go fishing. Period. All right.
Bye, Norm. Thanks for
Bye,
tuning
Norm.
in. We'll see you next Monday.
Leave. We don't love you anymore.
Oh,
Bye. We don't love you.
Tell them next Monday we're doing a spring break show.
Next Monday, we're doing a spring break show. Anyway.
There it is. So, anyways, I think Mark's bringing us out some mushy peas and fish and chips. Let's keep it for the finale here.
Food's been freaking spectacular.
He said that they make their own batter.
Oh, yeah, we do
Their
batter,
beer batter.
beer batter.
I love the sound of beer batter, okay? Especially when I'm drinking. Just the thought of it makes me want to order food. Now, you could say batter, and then you can say beer batter. Beer batter just makes you go, that's going to be good.
So, what do you think about everything so far here, Rambo?
Well, I mean, I love the traditional stories from Mark. I mean, those are badass, you guys. I really don't understand the Irish culture so much, except that I fight the piss out of them when I'm fucking drunk.
Aren't you glad that I picked a St. Patty's Day show for today?
Every show you pick is pretty cool. I mean, she does. I mean, she might be fucked up in the head, but she does a pretty good job with this stuff. You know, so yeah, no, it's good. No, but what I really like is the history. Like first of all, he speaks with an accent. Okay, and it's so cool because hearing a story of how this is all has transformed and how we are where we are because of St. Patty was a shepherd, so that you didn't know that. And knowledge is power, and history is our backbone. Okay, and it's cool to have a very, very much older. What are you, like 90? He's 4 years older than God.
But the thing though too is on St. Patrick's Day, not everybody has to be Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Everybody goes out and celebrates. I remember one time I was out with one of my best friends. His name was Dale.
There's a lot of Patty Day stories.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And
You're missing out with that Italian
They
heritage.
have ships named after her.
and I go, are you Irish? He's all dressed up. We're all decked out in our beads and our hats and everything. He picks up the phone. He calls his mom and he goes, from Chicago. Mom, am I Irish?
Well, you'd have to track down his father to find out.
She goes, "Yes, you are, son." He goes, "Great, happy to meet you."
Amazing.
J.L. Clark.
I'm gonna adjust this shade real quick. Take it over.
Actually,
Young
the pub itself, all the furnishings, was all assembled in Ireland and brought over shipped over. We have Irish designers and Truwood, McKenna's, and County Monaghan, which is the furniture capital of the world. Brought everything you see in here over from Ireland.
Wow.
And they bring over the crew. Actually, one of the guys in town here for Paddy's Day, Sean Murphy. But he assembled everything. It's like a kit bar, you can call it. And they put it all back together. This is what you can see when you come to Waxy's. What a traditional pub might look like in Ireland.
Wow. So all the furniture, did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
All the furnishings that you see
Imported.
Everything was handpicked in Ireland and
Yeah.
brought over on a container, and then the guys
Imported.
come over, the crew come over, and put it all together like a jigsaw puzzle.
Okay, so let me show you guys.
Here we go.
Let me show you guys the inside of Waxy's. Okay, this is a nice, respectable place. Okay, the owner not so much, but we're gonna let it slide. You know, the co-host, you know, as we know, all right, is what it is. Look. Look at that beautiful bar. So basically what he's saying is he brought everything in from Ireland, okay? You see the harp?
That was one of the limited edition from Guinness.
Wow, from
Number one
Guinness.
selling Guinness bar in South Florida.
Bunch of Irish alcoholics. So anyways, yeah, it's very nice. Okay, it's very clean and it's very respectable. And I got to give hats off to your wife.
Yes, Noreen.
Hats off. What's her name?
Noreen.
Okay.
Noreen.
Okay, so his wife does the cooking. So basically, you know, like with the shepherd's pie, you guys. All right, so you gotta understand this is like fantastically. It's like special, okay? And you can tell that, truthfully speaking, you can tell that a woman cooked it. She's stuck loving this thing, all right? And especially with the mutton, which is lamb. Nobody cooks shepherd's pie that I'm aware of with lamb.
Right,
I
we
mean,
talked
I
about
know
that.
I know
We
it's
talked about with the
supposed to be like
shepherd.
that. But I'm an average white American, okay, and I've never actually been exposed to that. So I've got a whole new view of shepherd's pie right now, and you've actually ruined it. I thank you for this. Because anytime I have a regular shepherd's pie, I'm gonna laugh and be like, I've got to go to fucking C-Market or fucking Waxy's.
There you go.
You just call them up and pick it up.
Yeah,
They'll
whatever.
have it ready for you.
Whatever.
We do a lot of pickup actually. Takeout.
You do a lot more since it's COVID.
Oh, since the COVID, like people are like, oh, you do takeout, good. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people assume that pubs didn't do much takeout. You know what I mean? So these are pretty satisfying.
Home cooking right here.
And that's one thing. That's one thing cool about this restaurant too is everything is authentic, homemade, in the kitchen, husband and wife operation.
I mean, there's a lot of Irish places that we interviewed, okay? And we chose Mark because remember when he said, I understand French, which makes the show look cool, okay? And the bad language, okay? And the bad mind and character. You're not gonna fight me though, right? Because the Irish love to fight me. I've fought so many Irish dudes. Oh my goodness, so many bar fights with the Irish dudes, and they're badass. Why do they fight so much? Because they drink?
Let's talk about your beer. Beer on tap.
Oh yeah, well, as I said, we're one of the biggest selling Guinness bars in South Florida. We've a good relationship with Diageo and Guinness, and they're going to be here on Patrick's Day giving out a lot of T-shirts, like Jameson as well. We're a big Jameson bar. They're going to be here. We have a promotion actually Patrick's Day at the time.
Oh, talk about
The
that.
girl's going to be here promoting
The Jameson girl?
Yeah, she's going to be giving. I think it's so much going on. The Jameson castmate samples as people come in the door. I believe it's 4:30.
So it's like mandatory, you have to drink Jameson's Irish whiskey before you walk in the
So
Waxy.
we're going to do a beer and a castmate special for $12. But she's going to give you a sample as you walk in the door. I think the girls come in at 4:30 for an hour from Diageo and Jameson. So it should be a good way to start out.
And these are certified virgins, like you told me, right?
Yeah.
They're
100%.
certified virgins. Okay, they have a thing on the thing.
They've never been that Blarney
And,
Island, right?
that was a good one. He's quick. Don't let the gray in his beard fool you. He'll sneak up. Youth and ambition is no match for wisdom and treachery.
The salmon on the river.
Oh yes, it certainly did.
Okay, so why does everybody, all the Irish girls wear "Kiss Me" because I'm Irish?
I have no clue.
No,
Everybody wears
I
that.
think that was just a marketing thing that came on. Like, in
Everybody
Ireland,
always
we
wears
never
that.
we never seen that.
no.
It's probably
See, "Kiss Me," I'm Irish.
it's like they say They like to say St. Patrick's all about the snake.
Bless you.
You can eat antibiotics now.
I got a question.
Oh, Rachel, wait, Roxy.
Here comes Roxy. Okay,
In the house.
Roxy,
Go ahead,
here we
baby.
go.
Do you do the pickle juice with the Irish whiskey?
I don't. Some people do. Yeah, we do. It's a big seller. Let me tell you about Jameson. I don't know about. I gotta say 8 or 9 years ago, Jameson. I seen women starting to drink Jameson. I'm like, whiskey, women's drinking whiskey, and I don't know what marketing worldwide they've done, but it's been phenomenal. Jameson is unreal. How much Jameson is drank? You wouldn't believe how many women actually drink Jameson.
Dude,
Look at Pimp Daddy over here.
dude,
I love Jameson.
There you go.
you would. You
Too, but I drink it with the pickle juice too.
There you go. No, wait, most
Pickle
people
juice?
drink with pickle juice. Yeah.
Roxy, what sorcery is this? How do you drink? I'm confused. I'm so lost right now.
It's the aftertaste. It's just stellar. It's great.
Oh, tremendous job they've done with it. Like I was saying with you, but you said Kiss Me was Irish, and then they said St. Patrick drove out all the snakes in Ireland. You know what I mean? Well, that's the biggest load of blarney you'll ever hear, because even scientists say that
There was snakes in
there were any
Ireland.
snakes in Ireland. Oh, there's a couple of snakes that I know, they're friends of mine. But
You're damn right. Damn right.
You know?
So there were never snakes in Ireland. So that's what the whole blarney
Well,
thing
they
is.
probably got a bit of blarney. You know what I mean?
Blarney.
But
Gotta love the Blarney.
So what's up, Barbara? Talk to me.
I can't wait for St. Patrick's Day. I'm just so honored and privileged and thankful for you letting us host here tonight. And
this time, 48 hours to make it back.
well, guess where we're spending? Guess where we're spending St. Patrick's Day?
My God. In the Betty Ford Clinic where you belong.
Yeah. Give her a date.
The Betty Ford. They're sending a helicopter.
A Jameson Ivy.
They're clearing a bed at the Betty Ford Clinic for Hoochie over here. You know she's gonna go off the fucking Richter scale.
Yeah.
I mean, look at her with the green stuff. You know she's gonna be the drunken, broken high heel, puke in her hair, staggering girl that you want to pounce on.
Horrible. Hey, we got 2 minutes left, guys.
So give another shout out. How we
Waxy.
can find you? Waxy's.
We're on 17th Street, right?
17th Street.
Yeah.
Open 8 a.m. Breakfast. Only the diehards get you that early. Full day menu.
Wait, can you drink booze at 8 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Any day of the week. All the Irish menus starting at 11 o'clock. Some of the food.
There you
can
go.
see samples.
There's your info.
Okay. Oh, there's the info. That's the music. You're seeing starts at 5:30 to 9 outside in the big extended area we're putting on for St. Patrick's Day. We'll have the Black Velvet Band, live music starting at 5:30, and we'll have the Fort Lauderdale Pipers at 6:30 and 7:30 coming through the bar. So come out, have some fun, get your Irish up, as they say. You know what I mean? And we wish you all a happy St. Patrick's Day.
And do you do happy hour? Do you have happy hour?
Not St. Patrick's Day. No.
No,
No.
but on a daily basis.
Oh yeah, every day.
You have a happy hour
Monday to
menu?
Friday,
Yeah.
5 to, what's it? It's half off everything. Half off all drinks, top shelf, on
Jesus, you
Probably
are
like
getting
4 to 6
4
or
to 7, exactly.
4 to
The
7.
Alzheimer's starting to set in. I do too.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of gray.
I know. Yeah, see, I'm going to. I diet.
4 to 7, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. So happy hour 47 at Waxy's, you guys. It's been a pleasure being here with Mark. Mark, I love the history. Once again, I'm a historian. It's what I kind of like one of my biggest things. And I learned a lot about the Irish culture today from this harp. Okay.
There is some Irish in you because you're more bad language than I have.
Jesus. That doesn't make me warm and fuzzy inside. Anyways, you guys. So, Barbara, you take it away. And
Yeah. Everybody, again, I'm Barbara from SOFLO SASS. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed our early St. Patrick's Day show. My favorite, yes, my favorite holiday. I'm going to take my glasses off now. And everybody have a great St. Patrick's Day. And we'll see you on Monday. And Monday we're going to do a spring break show.
that's my specialty. Now, this is where I come in. This is why they got me on the show. I will tell you some shit about spring break that will make your friggin' knees weak, okay? It'll make you move here.
I'm sure you have a couple of spring break stories.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm like a normal male. I never matured. I just got tubby. So, whatever.
You know, and one good thing too, before we sign out, about your location. Like you are like on the way to the airport too.
Right.
So a lot of people, like I was here a couple times too, and I saw a bunch of people sitting outside on their laptops, you know, with their luggage,
waiting
waiting
for an Uber to jump on.
Right.
The flight.
So
They
this
get
is
dropped off
even
here, and they get an Uber.
yeah. So this is even another ideal place to stop by. He didn't like it. No, he didn't like
Okay, you
it.
guys, I ate the whole, I
You
ate the
didn't
whole,
like it.
I ate the whole effing thing. All right, that's how good it was.
Yeah, he didn't like it. But it's a good place to stop by on the way to the airport where you can, again, they have the Wi-Fi, they got the coffee, they got the open beer, the great menu, the home cooked food. And it's a good like layover place to stop. Want to lick the plate?
To go, get it to go.
I'm fucking thinking about it. I'm in all seriousness. That's lamb. You can't find lamb like that. It's not an average thing at the menu.
Everybody, thank you for tuning into SOFLO SASS. I'm Barbara. We'll see you next Monday. Everybody make it a great week. See ya.
I'm Rambo. Be good, Mark. Cheers. Peace in the Middle East.
Why men great till they gotta be great? Woo! I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% that bitch. Even when I'm crying crazy, yeah, I got